Cheers. Little lemon and ginger tea. Come on, man. Stop playing with me, man. People saying the cup's empty. What are you doing there? But look, man. Today, I just want people to understand the person that's in front of them. Because there's a difference in the rapper and Leon. And I would say it's the same for most musicians, artists, rappers, whatever. I don't think no one's the same 365, 24/7, you know what I mean? I might be wrong though. But all I would say to you lot as well watching this is always try and get context from things. So you hear something, what's the context? What's the reason? Because we all should know that nothing doesn't just happen for no reason. Very rare that there's no reason behind anything that happens nowadays. And a lot of us are intelligent enough to know this. Just not all of us. You know what I mean? So yeah, just a little insight to who I am, man. Because I think it's warranted. Especially over the last 48 hours, you lot are hearing some crazy things, and I'm not here to address anything. I know who I am. But I'll give you an insight for those that don't know. Because there's going to be many people just stumbling across the page. Who is this? What's going on here? So hopefully, this will allow you to know the person a bit more. So for me, I won't bore you with all details of my life. But I must say my life's nice, man. When I sit here and really think about life, I'm like, you know what, I'm very grateful. I have a lovely mother. And we always clash all the time. But the love is always there though. You know what I mean? It's love. You have an argument with your mother, you walk off and you're mad that you had an argument. You know what I mean? But that's just how I am. But that's Mumsy. She been there from the beginning. She'll be there till the end. Pops, not so much. Pops passed away 2010 when I was in jail. But I'll get to that. But growing up, always South London. Born St Thomas's Hospital, South London, South East to be exact. St Thomas's South East or South West? But yeah, let me know. Sorry, South East, innit? You know what I mean? You know, patrolled our way through South, Brixton, Oval, you know what I'm saying? Cut through Junction, Roehampton. So I would say personally, Roehampton is where all my upbringing was for me. From like the age of 8, 9, I was in Roehampton. You know what I'm saying? And a small part of Roehampton as well, not even the main part. A lot of people think of Roehampton, they think Alton, Ashburton. I was in a small part, Lennox. But I loved it over there, man. Some real good people over there that still my dogs till today. You know what I'm saying? Some loyal people. And we was always that block that was kind of like looked on as like, nothing ain't going on over there. But me and my folks, there was heart over there. Definitely. Because say what you want, no one didn't come through there and play no games with us. Do you know what I mean? So we was just humble people. Like, loved football and all of that stuff growing up. Do you know what I'm saying? And music, to be fair. But wasn't never really in no mix up. Hence why I always used to say, I used to be connected like north, south, east and west. Out of London, do you know what I mean? Links to so many different people and salute them all. You know who you are. But as time went by, do you know what I realised? Being the oldest, because I got a little sister. She's not little no more. She's a big woman. I got a niece and a nephew. You know what I mean? But no older brothers, no older cousins. I think what it makes you do when you grow up on an estate, it kind of makes you venture out to like looking for acceptance. Do you know what I mean? Like you hear the stories, you know your friends that are doing certain things and there's large numbers of them and it looks cool. You're thinking, rah, that looks cool. Like, do you don't really know no better because no one ain't really showed you no better. You know your mum can only show you so much. You're a man at the end of the day. So I say that to say, I remember linking up with Mega Man, as you don't know him, on the streets. I think it was Napa first time, maybe before Napa. But I just remember them man there was man's inspiration. Man aspired to be like so solid. Do you know what I mean? From the clothes, the jewels, the cars, the girls, the lifestyle. It was appealing to man. And knowing that they was only down the road in Junction, it was like, raw, that's a southwest thing. Because Roehampton is southwest London, do you know what I mean? So I remember bucking up with Megs. That's an old school word, isn't it? Bucking up. Mad. And it's crazy. I remember trying to style on him, like I think we was in a club one time. You know, like, and I've done that weird thing, like, yo, my brother, take that bottle, like, them time there was a champagne campaign, innit? And I remember styling on him, like, yo, take that bottle, blood. How you mean? You're big time in this thing. And you know, I remember him looking at him to say, like, wow, am I supposed to discipline this you or do I like the way he's forwarded? And obviously it was the latter of the two. Do you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like a welcoming, like, yeah, where you know, like the conversation started from there. We was locked in from then, bro. Locked in, bro. You know, like, locked in, bro. You lot all know what locked in is. Every day rolling, events, whatever, other things that we don't need to speak on. But we was, do you get what I'm saying? That was my dog. You know what I'm saying? And through Megs, who showed me so much musically and business-wise also, you know, what to do with your paper if you're getting certain paper, how to use it to your benefits and your gains, you know what I'm saying? Smart person, innit? Someone that you need in your corner. But through Megs, obviously his blood brother was Reeps. So naturally, when I'm around Megs, that's bro, I'm looking on Reeps, who's a young youth at the time. Can't even say you, that's my brother. He's a young individual at the time, but I'm looking on him like that's little bro to me. Do you get what I mean? Because I think all man's ever wanted was like a solid family unit. Brothers, you know what I'm saying? And it's all cool, it's all love. You know what I'm saying? Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Do you get what I mean? So, I remember when I linked up with Reeps, you could just see the energy was real. Do you know what I'm saying? The stance was real. And man loved everything about bro. Do you get what I'm saying? So I kind of had him roll with me, how I used to roll with Mix, every day, in the car, whatever. Reeps is with man now. Reeps is like, I couldn't even tell you how old Reeps is at this time. 14, 15, I'm not even too sure. But he's rolling with man. You see me do what I do on a day to day. Do you get what I'm saying? And then naturally, you know how it goes. I start to meet his circle of friends. I endorse them as brothers because they're his friends, they're his brothers. Do you get what I mean? That's the kind of person I am. Like, oh, this is your dog? Cool. He's man's dog. You know what I'm saying? Over time especially. And then you start to build your own individual relationships with his friends that become your brothers, your dogs. So that's how the whole thing with Junction came about. And then as you forward through the years, fast forward 2010, when I'm going to jail for my first time. And again, there's always context to the cases I go to jail for. Do you get what I'm saying? So just remember that. But I remember 010, I go to the camp for the first time now. And it was a different kind of experience. You know what I'm saying? I was in there thinking, like, the first 24 hours I'm in there thinking, I've always thought about this place. My older cousin used to go there. Never really had a serious relationship with him. Would link him now and then. He was from like Brixton and stuff. But you're in there and you're thinking to yourself, raw, man's actually here now, you know? That man's really here now. All right, cool, man's got to be the man. Do you know what I'm saying? I remember my big man, I'm 27, 28. But you're still saying to yourself in that mirror, big man, stand on everything. We don't fold. Because by that point, watching Reeps, his brethren, who are now considered to be my brothers, who I consider as my brothers, you see different energies. You see how the man then really move on certain times and that. You get what I'm trying to say? And even though I always feel like me and my friends, we was always fighting people. Naturally. That was fine. But you come around the bros, you start to see other patterns and other things going on. Even though we was doing a certain little thing with my lot, say less, but you see it more with the man that are really on gang time. Do you get what I mean? And they would consider man a big bro at one time. But you know, things change over the years, innit? And especially sometimes you have to take accountability, and you may be the one that does a lot of things that don't sit well with a lot of people, and you have to own that and say, you know what, that might be why certain people feel a certain way towards man and whatnot. But it's always been love though. Do you get what I mean? So jail first time, cool. In there, whatever. It's like youth club at the end of the day, but it's nothing to gloat about. I've been jail like 4 times in my life. I've done about close to 10 years of my life in prison. Do you get what I'm saying? The rest of the charges: firearms kidnap, got a plea bargain down to imitation firearm, and 3 drug offences. And that's my sheet. You know, 1 L that's been discussed in the last 24 hours. Yep, 100%. My only L happens to the best of us. There's context to it too. Do you know what I mean? But I say all that to say, like, the person that sits in front of you today, in all honesty, the rapper, gassed, wants to be the best, believes he's the best, got a batch full of people around him, he knows what we're standing on. Do you know what I'm saying? So, driven, motivated, trying to lead, but probably did it in a wrong way, burnt too many bridges by just trying to show authority, and you know what I'm saying? Whereas Leon, humble, quiet, calm, totally different. Do you get what I'm saying? But still man though, it's still man in it. Do you get what I mean? But I think scenarios and situations show you who you are. They show you how to handle certain things. Jail, that was a big thing for me to show me, raw, like, man is actually somebody. Say what you want, do you get what I mean? Man is actually somebody. So me and Reeps, that's bro, we've been locked in forever. Me and Megs, that's my bro, we've been locked in forever. Naturally, do you get what I'm saying? I've always stood on Junction as a base, because when you're in prison, for example, it's a test of your character when someone asks you, where you from? Junction. And it's kind of deemed as like, when someone's asking it in a certain tone, you go ahead and say, no. I know them, man, though. You're kind of showing like, okay, you don't want no kind of drama. You don't know what he's about to tell you. You might have a problem with them, man, there in Junction. You don't know what. But you taking the route of, no. I just know them, man, there. You're basically saying, I'm not involved. And that wasn't me. Like, Reeps is my bro. So I'm letting him know, yeah, of course. What's up? What's good? What are we doing there? Do you get what I mean? And over time, that just grew to become Clues from Junction. Clues from Junction. I don't need to explain to anybody where I'm really from. Who are you? To me, at the end of the day, what do you need to know about me? I keep a lot of things close to my chest. Do you get what I'm saying? You don't need to know who the mother of my child is. You don't need to know. That's what do you mean? Do you know what I'm saying? So you lot can think what you want. Yeah, man's from Junction. Yeah, you're done now. Because that's the bros. That's the hub. Do you get what I'm saying? I started showing the bros the music venture, the music journey. Studio. You man, come studio. I'm hearing the man them rap. Yo, the man them are cold. Studio. Trust me, let's pattern. Goodfellas gets formed. Do you get what I'm saying? Me, Smirks, Reeps, Dange, Beezy, Score, Twist. Early days. Schema. Rapping, but wasn't ready for that time. Wasn't ready to forward with it at that time. Remember, I wasn't really looked upon as gangster. It was like, do you know what I'm saying? And that's cool. That's bro, innit? So when bro did forward, you saw the impact, toast up, and the numbers are there to see. So it was always a motivation to do music with a man them, like, brothers, music, that's what I'm on. That's what drives me. Man got a passion for music. Naturally, man's bros, man's with each other every day, man's holidays, and you know how it goes already. I'm not telling you lot nothing new, but this is just my journey. My journey. Do you know what I'm saying? And then fast forward to today, I've been out of jail 2 years. My license is up in December. I've been banned from a borough for 2 years. Do you get what I'm saying? And life's different now, man. As a working man, and pay taxes, big man. I'm talking about taxes, really, boy. But I love it though, because it's something new to me. And it makes me feel like I'm doing something right by my daughter. Do you get what I'm saying? Because she's the motivation. I had my daughter in 2017. You know what I'm saying? She's autistic, she got her needs, but she's my motivation, it's my heartbeat. Do you know what I mean? So life's different now. I'm not no gang member, but I'll never play down my people. Still to this day, it might be immature, but that's just who I am. Don't tell me about my people, we got a problem. Do you know what I mean? But man's a different person. It's straight trying to be positive. Like, you lot see me spazzing out on the posties, and you lot think I'm spazzing out on the pound sterlings and the Mileses of the world. But the reality is, if I feel like I've got an issue with you, or there's an issue, we haven't addressed it, I'm gonna raise it, bro. And that's my problem. I'm very outspoken. Always been like that. Do you get what I'm saying? But the reality is, you know, when you get to know someone or meet someone, they have a conversation. Conversation is so powerful. You have a conversation with someone that you thought was an idiot, and then the next thing you're walking away like, my man's cool, you know. That's just life. Trust me. If a lot of situations there wasn't no fallen soldiers, then a lot of things could be resolved, I'm telling you. But, you know, it is what it is. But that's who the person in front of you is. That's my journey. You know what I'm saying? I tried to give it the shortest version I could. Anything that's been said within the last 48 hours on man's name, on man's character, trying to assassinate man's character, I don't stand for it. But talk is talk. I see the comments. I'm laughing. Hairline, hair, and you're a nig, and you know, like words that you just have to laugh at, bro. Because I'm of age now where it's like, bro, no one's on nothing, bro. And there are some people that's on things, but they're not really on the internet talking, bro. Do you get what I mean? So I say that to say man's calm. This platform is trying to be a motivational place, but at the same time it's man's honest opinions, conversations on the game, the scene, what I think of X, Y, and Z. Me and my man Miles, he didn't even realize, because he's a bit slow, that man was trying to show you props. Yeah, man called you the S word, but it was actually like, yo, people still rock with your content though. So you're doing something right. But obviously, you see, sometimes it's not what's said, it's how it's said, and it's who it's from. So when you've got a stigma about, you know, being negative all the time, anything you say will be taken as, he's being negative. Trust me, he's negative. I can't help that. That's never been my intention. And it's a matter of opinions, but that's sometimes just how it is, isn't it? You hear something come from me, he's being negative. He's being negative, he's onto me, he's trying to diss man. Bro, sometimes just listen, innit? Or ask. Do you know what I mean? People just come to their conclusions and start jumping out the window. But it is what it is, man. Shout out the bros, you already know. It's always love. I'm from where I'm at. Do you know what I mean? It's the landing, man. Subscribe, you already know.